because I'm great. Great things happen to me. I am faithful. And because I'm faithful, fear has no place in me. I am powerful. And because I'm powerful, I can do anything I make up my mind to do. I am beautiful. And talented. And wealthy beyond all belief. And because I'm beautiful. And talented. And wealthy beyond all belief. I share my gifts with the world. And make it a better place. Woo! Give yourself a round of applause. Happy good morning. Don't sit down just yet, my friends. We're going to get up on your feet for just a hot second. I don't really teach a class. I do an experience. All right. So we're just going to start moving back and forth. Here we go. Just back and forth. Here we go. If you're feeling really sassy, you can add a little overhead. Okay? If you got a lighter, you can add a lighter. It's fine. If you've already earned your $700 little prize with your cute little pack, you can do a little hip. All right, you do a little shimmy shake. Keep it going. I see some shimmy shakers. I see you. All right. So why are we doing this? We got to pick it up. Here we go. Why are we doing this? I believe that motion creates emotion, and emotion creates more motion, and the more emotion is elevated, the more motion you have. Who's already excited? Keep it going. Who's already feeling confident? The other reason we're doing this is you were sitting too long and I'm a little nervous, so keep it going. The other reason we're doing this is I asked my husband who lights up his confidence. You know what he said? He says, a community of people getting all jiggy with it. It's the same man that also said, feel my shirt, honey. You like how it feels? And I said, yes, because that's husband material. Keep it going. I got it right there. All right, keep it going. All right, so on the count of three, we're doing this because I read a Harvard study that basically said when you find a power pose and hold it for 120 seconds, you're automatically more confident. So we're going to move to create your power pose. I don't care if your power pose is victory. I don't care if your power pose is a punch. I don't care if your power pose is a throat punch. I don't care if your power punch is a high kick. I don't care what your power punch is. On the count of three, you're going to hit your victory pose. 1, 2, 3, ha! All right, now as we repeat again, we're going to say it with a yes. I am great. Yes. I am powerful. Yes. I am faithful. Yes. I am confident. Yes. Now we may be seated. Who feels better already? I am so privileged to be with you this morning. I'm going to ask you, pretty please, would you please just move to the edge of your seat? I want you on the edges of your seat. I don't want you to witness confidence. I want you to experience it yourself. And so that's what I'm going to invite you to do, is sit on the edge of your seat for seminar, sit on the edge of your seat for your life, and sit on the edge of your seat for this class. So as you begin to prepare today, I'm going to have you hold up your hands. I also believe that when we confirm and affirm and set a strong intention, we're going to do this with unity together. Invitation to close your eyes or keep them open. We're going to confirm and affirm that this class, right here, will invite you to have growth in your confidence. We're going to confirm and affirm that there is a piece of confident woman already in you. And when you tap into her anytime you want, you'll always know what to do, what to say, and what's the next best step. I confirm and affirm that's true. I confirm and affirm that for you always. And I confirm and affirm that in this moment, in this class, we're going to let a best, most highest confident self emerge. And so it is. And now we begin. All right. Happy good morning. So I wanted to start with a similar little agreement on what confidence is. So confidence, actually, the Latin root of confidence is con, which means with, fidere, which means trust. And so if we can agree on that definition, con fidere, with trust, how many of you could get more excited about walking with trust? How many of you would agree that there would be a benefit in your business if you walked with trust? Yes?
Yes.
I don't believe you. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I said We got to participate here. We got to engage. So the whole purpose of today here is I believe that when you change the performer, the performance changes. And I believe when the inner work is small, the outer work can never be great. But if the inner work is great, the outer work can never be small. And so I know in this room, there's an inner working in you that is great. So the outer work can never be small. And so our centering thought today is that, just that. When you change the performer, the performance changes. And I have a feeling you are here. You're confident in what you hear, and I have a feeling that you are here to change not only your internal world, but your external circumstances. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So that's our starting point. So I have a story about two lumberjacks. And not to date myself, but if you're a Monty Python fan, you can always sing, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. And so there's a story of these two lumberjacks, and what they say is these two lumberjacks go to cut wood. They start at the same time, they end at the same time, every day in, day out. Lumberjack 1 takes a break for about an hour every single day. And at the end of quitting time, they end at the same time. Lumberjack number 1 always has more wood cut. Always. So this goes on for about a couple more months. Finally, lumberjack number 2 says, I gotta know your secret. What is it that's causing you? What do you do in this hour? Because we start at the same time, we end at the same time, and you always have more wood cut, and you take an hour break. He goes, what do you do during the hour? And he says, I go sharpen my axe. Confidence is your axe. We've got to sharpen our axe so that you can cut more wood, not always by doing more, but by being more. And I believe that with a sharp axe, you can slay all day. All right? So, let's then begin to address and answer, well, how do I then grow my trust and my confidence? What would need to shift for me to feel like I can walk with more trust? And what if I'm already confident and I want to grow? But what if I were to ever in a million years have a crisis of confidence? What might I do then? So I've got a three pathway for you. Would you like to hear your 3 pathways to expand and to grow? All right. So number 1, unleash your confidence. Unleash your desire. It's a better way to say that. Unleash your desire. So I'm going to spend a little time here with each of these words. And so unleash. Unleash says to me that we don't chase our confidence. We stand in it. And so the more and more that you begin to look for confidence outside of you, the less confident you actually become. So I'm going to invite you today to stand in your confidence, because we don't want to chase it, we want to unleash it. So I decided to have this little poll. I had a very, very non-scientific poll. I asked some of my consultants in my unit. I asked some of my top director besties. I asked some people out of Mary Kay. I asked some people in Mary Kay. I said, what do you do to light up your confidence? Would you like to know the results of my very unscientific study?
Yes.
All right. So I learned 3 things from my very unscientific study. The first thing I learned was that everybody, without fail, had some sort of thread of this is what I do to awaken my confidence, awaken my desire, unleash it. And I heard things from have a dance party, to sit in my imagination, to husband material, you know that one, okay? Be in a community of like-minded people. I heard a lot of that. I heard a lot of winning, okay? So everybody had a thread of something that they do to wake up their confidence. It's inside you, not outside of you. The second thing I discovered was very, very, very close connection between competence and confidence. Confidence is within you, and you begin to let it grow and emerge. Competence is skill mastery. It's good at what you do. Confidence, knowing who you are. Competence, mastering what you do. And so they inform each other. And so if you have confidence without competence, in your craft, then what happens is you might not make a whole lot of money, okay? Because you don't have the skills that you need to grow your craft. If you have competence without confidence, you're going to stagnate. So you need both. So they begin to inform each other. And the way you get competent, as my mom and Pat always say, National Sales Director Emerita Pat Campbell, who I believe is in the room, so let's give her a round of applause, please. Competence comes from experience. Experience comes from the courage to try. And so you have to be willing to be bad to be good to be great. Are you willing to be bad to be good to be great? And you are, thank you for that, I hear you, I love it. And you are when your confidence is high. And so when you begin to expand in and stand in your confidence. Now, here's the third thing I discovered from this little poll. Without a doubt, the number one answer, no questions asked. I'm going to even just ask you the poll. I'm going to guess. I'm going to see if you can, you'll always get it right. Your answer is going to be right. But if you have the most popular answer. All right. What do you do to light up your confidence? What would you say the number one answer is? Almost like Family Feud. Now what would you say? Speaking to my good ear. What's up? I did hear somebody say wake up. That'll work. I heard overwhelmingly put on my makeup. Put on a fresh face, slamming hair, look hot. So how stinking cool is it that this is what we do for a living? It's what we give that makes us successful. And so if you want to get more confidence, you have to give it to someone else. And when you give it to someone else, you can't outgive God, and all of a sudden, you suddenly have confidence. Are you with me? We get paid to give confidence. How stinking rich are we going to be? All right? So that is what we begin to do. And so, yes, we help people have slamming hair and makeup and help get up, get dressed, get cute, get out the house. But also, we give it away. And when we give it away, it grows. One of my absolute favorite ways to begin to stand in that when you feel smoking hot is to center in that voice, that still small voice. So, you guys want to do a little experiment today? Yeah. Okay, you talked me into it. All right. Again, edge of your seat. Okay, and I can only see part of you, so edge of your seat. Now I want you to, again, invitation to close down your eyes. As you do, I want you to begin to feel where your seat of confidence lies. And go ahead and put your hand there. Maybe it's on your belly where your seat of power is. Maybe it's around your heart. Maybe it feels more like a lover to you. Maybe it's on your forehead where you imagine what it might feel like to look and feel your best. Put your hand right where you feel it. Nobody's got their hand on their feet. That's good. Or my feet hurt. Well done. Now begin, when your hand is on your heart, begin to imagine what it feels like in you. Begin to imagine now that you're going to ask it, what do I need to do to light up my confidence? And you're going to ask it these three questions. What do I need to focus on now? What do I need to remember always? And what do I need to do next, right now? And I'm sure many of you have an answer. You can go ahead and write it down if you'd like. But that is how you begin to tap into what you already are. What do I need to focus on now? What do I need to remember always? And what do I need to do next? Right next. right now, without hesitation. That is how you begin to tap in to your genius and to your confidence. Are you with me now? Yes. All right. Okay. We're going to have to go back to power. All right. Are you with me now? I think that's my power pose. I'm going to play with it. All right. So, when you begin to tap into that, now all of a sudden, we've got desire. Unleash your desire. Desire is what fuels things. Desire is that little voice that's speaking to you. And desire is already inside of you. And desire means of the Father. So it's already within you. It's already stirring within you. And so then you begin to ask yourself the question, what do I want and why do I want it? I think Candy talked about that this morning. And so what do we want? We want to lose weight. Why do we want to do that? Because we want more energy. Okay? Yeah. What do we want and why do we want it? We want to be in our red jacket one. We want that to pay for a trip to XYZ, to Disney. Okay? So what do we want and why do we want it? And when you can get really clear on that, now the desire is ready to be expressed through you. Unleash your desire. When the performer changes, the performance changes. And then you can leap forward. Because when you're doing what you love to do, that's the why behind it. When you're doing what you love to do, you have more energy. And when you have more energy, you're more willing to be audacious. And when you're more willing to be audacious, now all of a sudden there's proof that things are working. And so you're literally leaping. So when you love what you do, you have more energy. You're more willing to be audacious, and now there's proof. When you change the performer, the performance changes. Number 2, find and face the truth. All right. Pam and Candy both talked about this morning. Number 2 thing you have to do to expand your confidence, stand in your confidence, is find and face the truth. In my experience, there's about 5 things that almost always stop us, stall us, distract us. Number 1 is your fear. Number 2 is your limited belief or beliefs. Number 3 is your emotions, overwhelm, sadness, frustration. Number 4 is your habits. And number 5 is a new skill to learn. All right? So, little secret, you can lean in if you'd like. I have all 5. I have fears. I have a limited belief for 12. I have some frustration is my gateway to emotion. And there's some habits that I prefer not to say out loud, mostly procrastination. And then we can always learn a new skill, all right? So the thing is that we don't always analyze these. We just need to acknowledge them. They're just there. We don't have to entertain them. We can just acknowledge them, all right? And so then once you do, you can begin to find and face the truth. Now, here's a little story for you. So my very first year of Mary Kay, Mama Pat invited me to do a 10-party weekend. Let's be clear, I worked for a couple of things. I worked for shoes or shoes. So good thing that shoes come with 2. So I had shoes or shoes. And so I found this really cool pair of shoes that I really wanted to have, and my mom said, of course, okay, book 10 parties, you can have the shoes. What would you do? We're gonna book 10 parties. So I came home and I'm like, I don't know a single person, I don't know who I'm gonna book, but I want this pair of shoes. All right, so it's okay to be externally motivated because it gets you into motion. Motion, emotion, motion, emotion. It's a good never-ending cycle. So I came home, and you know what I did? I booked 10 parties. And I called my mom, and I was so excited. And we did a little happy dance. And she goes, I said, don't get my shoes. And she goes, well, you have to hold the parties. I said, that wasn't part of the deal. So I'm gonna hold the parties. And so, not 24 hours later, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, all 10 parties canceled.
Oh my goodness. All 10 parties.
And I called my mom a hot, sobbing mess. And there was this long pause, and she did what any mother would do, or national sales director, you pick. And she said, coach those parties? I didn't know we were supposed to coach them. What's coaching? I didn't know, so I had to learn a new skill. So you're going to learn a lot of new skills, and you're going to stub your toe a little bit. And sometimes when you stub your toe, it's for the purpose of you learning a new skill and getting unstuck. How you frame your failure is everything. So to find and face your truth, you need to be armed with ways to reframe things for you and for your success. So here's some of my favorite. Number one is I love to say, how can I spin this in my favor? Number two, how would I be working differently if I could allow this to be easy? How would I be working differently if I could allow myself to trust the process? And how can I allow this failure to become a success? Life doesn't happen to me, life happens for me. And now that I know that, we can all be unstoppable together. Yes? All right. So there's another little study that talks about the power of professional athletes. And it basically says, essentially, that they studied 25 top tennis players. And the top 25, they wanted to know what made the top 5 of the top 25 super excellent. And so they asked them, they studied their brains, they asked them questions after the game, they wanted to know what made them super excellent. And so what they discovered was that after the opponent scored a point, their thought after that was a positive one. Okay? So after something devastating happens to you, how can you frame that in your favor? How can you expand your mind that this is happening for you and not to you? Okay? So that's how you become an elite player in our field. All right. When you change the performer, the performance changes. Expand your mind, expand your game. Yes, you can. Number 3, create a map. MAP stands for massive action plan. You've got to have a good map. So what I want you to do is at some point have a brain dump. Write it all down. Get it out of your head. We're going to map it out. But the best thing to do is, are you ready for this? Pick one thing. Just one thing. So I'm going to invite you to consider a couple of things for your one thing. Number 1 is the Century Club. Candy also talked about the Century Club. So also, my first year in the business, I was challenged to do and complete the Century Club. And my prize, are you ready for this? My prize for finishing Century Club, 100 skincare customers, was Kool-Aid at corporate. I literally worked so hard to come drink the Kool-Aid. I wanted to drink the Kool-Aid. And I was wanting to get 100 customers, 100 customers, 100 customers, 100 customers, 100 customers. That was my one thing, 100 customers, 100 customers, 100 customers. And do you know that when June 30th hit, I'm embarrassed to say this actually, I had 94 customers. Thank you. I didn't expect you guys to do that. Thank you. But you know what did happen? What did happen was that at the end of that year, I paid off all of my college loans, I quit 2 jobs, I earned 2 cars, and I became a sales director. I don't say that to brag about me, I appreciate that. I say that to say it's in the going for it. And so we have to collectively agree in this moment, in this time, in this place, that we've got to go for it. Gandhi used to always say, it's in the effort that is the total victory. We've got to go for it. So what is it that you're willing to go for that could transform your entire life? And when you have unleashed your confidence and unleashed your desire, and when you found and faced the truth, and then you've got your roadmap, there's nothing, absolutely nothing stopping you. Okay, so I'm going to invite us to, who likes a challenge? Who likes a challenge? might ask you to commit before I give it to you. Who's willing to take a blind challenge test? Look at all these confident hands. All right. So my business has been transformed 3 times in my life. Number 1, I did this thing I'm about to share with you. We earned our first car. Second time, we earned our first Cadillac. Third time, we earned our first trip. Do you want to do it?
Yes.
If you sweet talk me, I might even go with you. If you sweet talk me. Okay. We might even just have to create a confident 10MK community, come up with our own little hashtag. I think the Diamond Seminar needs to come up with their own little confident 10 hashtag, yes? 10 party week. Oh, you got real quiet. 10 party week. Who would like to join me? I'm not leaving until everybody's hand goes up. 10 party week. This is your massive action plan. Yes? I would like to invite us to start August 19th. You got a date. You got a date with Destiny on August 19th. It's a Monday. As soon as you leave here tonight, start booking. We got to raise some confidence. Who's with me? Who thinks they can outsell me? I did raise your confidence. This is so great. All right, my friends. I am so excited for you and for your next. When you want to light up your confidence, here we go. We're going to finish with our yes. Find your power pose. Stand up if you want, sit down if you want. Here we go. But you got to unleash your confidence. You got to unleash your desire. You got to find and face the truth. And you got to create a map. We've got our map. So here we go. I am great.
I am great.
And because I'm great,
And because I'm great,
great things happen to me.
great things happen to me.
Yes! I am faithful.
I am faithful.
And because I'm faithful,
And because I'm faithful,
fear has no place in me.
fear has no place in me.
Yes!
Yes.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
And because I'm powerful,
And because I'm powerful,
I can do anything I make up my mind to do.
I can do anything I make up my mind to do.
Yes! I'm changing it. I am confident.
I am confident.
And because I'm confident,
And because I'm confident,
I light up the world with it
I will let the world with it
and make it a better place.
and make it a better place.
Yes! See you tonight.